Now, the roots of Babylon go all the way back to the Tower of Babel, when Nimrod built a ziggurat, or an ancient pagan temple. That's what that is. It's these like various stages and steps that go up to the heavens that he intended to reach the height of heaven with. If you remember that account in Genesis, the account of Tower of Babel is in Genesis 11. Let's just read a short portion of that. Genesis 11, 4 through 7 says, "And they said, 'Go to, let us build a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth.'" That was globalist humanity in its prime. That was the whole world united together against God under the leadership of Nimrod, who was the first global leader. Verse 5, "And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one." See, there's that unity, that globalism. "And they have all one language, and this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them which they have imagined to do. Go to, let us go down." And by the way, that "let us" is a reference to the Trinity. Right there in the Old Testament, you've got us, just like God made man in our image, in our likeness. You've got the Trinity there. But he says, "Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech." Now, you would think that in an ideal world, global unity would be a good thing, right? You know, we want world peace, right? Every, American, beauty pageant contestant, what do you want? What do you want for the world? I want world peace, right? So that was like the canned answer, but that's what, it seems like, yeah, world peace, that's a good thing. Why don't we all unite? Why don't all the nations unite, together, and let's just work together and bring about peace? Well, that's Antichrist talk, believe it or not, because we live in a fallen state, and power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. And so when you have a one world leader ruling over everybody, you're going to have a dictator. You're going to have tyranny. You're going to have the Antichrist. And so God, seeing that humanity had united as one, he goes down to confound or to confuse their language. Hence the name Babel, right? Meaning confusion. And that's where the religion of Mystery Babylon originated, from the Tower of Babel, which led to all of the false religions that came after it. And so Mystery Babylon is ultimately emblematic of all false religion, of every false religion, of the New World Order, of the political globalist system. And so this was globalism at the Tower of Babel in its earliest stages, man united in a fallen world under a one world global leader named Nimrod. And so in the same way, the Babylon of Revelation is a picture of mankind united globally under the Antichrist. So Nimrod was a prototype of the Antichrist. And so in this way, Mystery Babylon is a symbol of the corrupt, seductive, and idolatrous system of the world that opposes God and his ways. And so again, that's why we saw, her pictured as a harlot in chapter 17. This harlot, this false religion, riding the system of the beast, riding the beast itself. And so the Tower of Babel was likely a ziggurat, which I mentioned, which was a temple to the gods of heaven, or the demons that Nimrod was trying to ascend to. This was the foundation for the religion of Mystery Babylon, and it was tied to astrology and celestial divination. It had these terrace-leveled steps, and each level was a tribute to a celestial body or various levels of false gods. This is like the pagan, religion of that time. And it was an attempt to access the divine or the patron deity of the city. And the whole thing was just very demonic, which is why God put a stop to it. Revelation 18, 4 through 5 then says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities."